Good afternoon, Year 6, and welcome to your penultimate literacy lesson of the week. Yesterday you wrote some fantastic introductions to your persuasive adverts, and I was really impressed by your use of rhetorical questions that were really persuasive. And in so many of your adverts, I was hooked from the very beginning, and I'm really looking forward to reading on today. Now, well done to those of you who spotted yesterday's secret words. The words were slide and dinosaur. A bit random, I know, but I was really impressed that so many of you managed to pick them up. Please do listen to today's video the whole way through so that you can hear today's words. Now, the first thing we're going to do today is edit some sentences. I would expect to see these at the beginning of your writing. Please pause the video now then and edit the following sentences. Welcome back, everybody. You should have now had a chance to write these sentences out on either paper or on a Word document and make your edits. Don't worry if you don't manage, or if you haven't managed to notice every single mistake. There were quite a few. Hopefully you'll be able to pick them up then if you haven't got them and learn from them today. Now, the first word here, the first sentence says, "Attention all parents of school-aged children." Attention sounds like it should have an S-I-O-N suffix, attention, but it's actually a T-I-O-N suffix, so the S changes to a T. So let's bear that in mind when we're completing our independent write next week. Attention all parents of school-aged. Every other word is spelt correctly, and there are no grammar or punctuation mistakes either until we get to children, which doesn't actually have an R. So you remove the R from the word children. Next sentence. Are your little small angels constantly complaining of being bored? Well, there are quite a few errors in here, and some of you might have noticed an error in composition as well. That means in word choice, or in this case, a word choice error was. Now, let's read on. Are your little small angels? First of all, I know this your has an apostrophe in it, so that is the contracted version. It sounds like it reads as you are little small angels. So it's not that your, it's the possessive your, which is Y-O-U-R. That means the angels belong to you. Are your little small angels? Little and small don't mean the same thing, do mean the same thing, therefore you don't need both. Let me think what would sound more appropriate. Are your little angels? Are your small angels? Well, small sounds a bit strange, and little angels we know is an affectionate term, so we'll take away the word small. R has a capital letter and it's spelled correctly, little is spelled correctly, as is angels, constantly is spelled correctly, so is complaining, so is of, being, bored. This bored, it sounds like it should be spelled B-O-R-D, but bored is spelled B-O-R-E-D if you're feeling bored. Bored is actually a homophone, so I wouldn't be surprised if some of you wrote B-O-A-R-D. What board is that referring to? Does anyone know what board that is referring to? Yes, you're correct. Really well done. That is a chopping board, for example. Or, let me see, can I think of another example? A washing board, perhaps. Or that's the board that you would also have at the end of cupboard. Cupboard. Okay, let's go. Oh, there's one thing I've forgotten as well. It's a rhetorical question, and of course you need your question mark at the end of the sentence. Let's have a look at our third sentence then. Do you struggle to get them off their devices? Do you struggle to get them off their devices? Okay, I can see quite a lot of errors in this sentence, grammatical ones. I'm going to circle this of because it should be this off. Off is used with a double F when you take something away from something. So get off me if you want the person to get off you. Get off your devices. In this case, if you want them to get off their devices. There is spelt T-H-E-I-R because the devices belong to them. We had that correction yesterday too, so hopefully lots of you have remembered the correct spelling of that there. Devices is spelled correctly with a soft C. It sounds like it should be an S there, but it is a C. Tell me on 3, what should that punctuation mark be? 1, 2, 3. It should be a question mark. Well done. Another rhetorical question. However, I was really pleased to see most children did remember their question marks yesterday. And well done Niam, who actually circled his to really make them stand out to me. Now, sentence number 2. If this sounds familiar, then the Skipmax 2000 is your new best friend. Lots of lovely sentences for this yesterday. Somebody, Eunice in Sheffield, or Eunice in Oxford, sorry. Eunice has been spending time in school, so I'm getting a bit confused. Eunice in Oxford class said, this will do just the trick. Maria said, the Skipmax 2000 will be your saviour. And I read lots of excellent examples online as well. So, however, there were still a few errors that we need to address. So, if is correct with a capital I, this is correct, so is sounds, so is familiar. Then the Skipmax, that is the name of the product. It is a proper noun, therefore it needs to have a capital letter. Well done. 2000 is your new, all spelled correctly. Skipmax is your new best friend, so it belongs to you. Therefore, that there is correct. New best friend. Friend, this is a common spelling error. It's I-E. F-R-I-E-N-D. Leave your friend at the end. That's how you can remember it. E-N-D. I've also forgotten a punctuation mark after the word familiar. Can you remember, or do you know, what the punctuation mark is? If this sounds familiar. Great, I should have added in a comma there, because if this sounds familiar is a subordinating clause, and after every subordinating clause we must use a comma. Now it's at this point I'm going to tell you today's first secret word, and I'm going to circle one from here. The word is little, so that will be today's first secret word. So if you've got to this point, you've spotted the first word. Well done. Now, let's have a look at the paragraph we're writing today. Today's paragraph is all about using cohesive devices. Please pause the video now and ensure you've written the date and the learning objective in your best handwriting. Thank you. Great, welcome back everybody. We are ready to begin. Now, cohesive devices include adverbials and synonyms, which are words that mean the same as other words. So, for example, yesterday we used lots of synonyms for children, like little angels or little darlings, instead of just saying children, children, children. And pronouns are also a form of cohesive device, like he, she, they. And cohesive devices help your writing flow. They link your ideas together between sentences and paragraphs, and they make sure there's a nice flow to your writing so it doesn't become stilted and there aren't too many short sentences. Subordinating clauses are also obviously a form of adverbials that we hope you would use. Now, we've written our introduction, and now I'm going to move on to writing the paragraph which introduces one of the features, one of my product's features. You should remember from your plan what features your product offers, and if you don't, you can always refer back to it. I remember that the name of my first feature was the Magical Melodies mode. And I know that my first sentence has to introduce this feature. And then in the subsequent steps, I'm going to describe it and tell the reader why this feature is so fantastic. Because if I just said, this skipping rope plays music, then the reader isn't going to be very impressed. They're not going to understand how it works, and they're not really going to understand why that would be any good for their child. They might think, oh, that might just be a distraction to their child. So we need to sell this feature and persuade the reader that this feature is a reason to buy the Skip Max. Okay, I know I need to introduce the Skip Max. The Skip Max's first feature, and you will have different ideas to me. I'm going to start with Music Melodies mode, but before I start, I'm going to actually tell the reader that this product has lots of different features. So I'm going to start and say, the Skip Max, capital S, because it's the name of a product, and if I use two separate words, both of them will need to be capitalised. The Skip Max 2000 has many exciting features, or many wonderful features, you might say, has many exciting features, including our customers' favourite, or our highly popular, or our much talked about. Let's try and describe that feature. We've written it as the first feature, so that's why I'm going to say it's our customers' favourite, including our customers' favourite, apostrophe, possessive apostrophe, after the word customers and after the S, because you will have more than one customer, hopefully, including our customers' favourite. And then I'm going to open up the inverted commas to introduce the title, Magical Melody Mode. Magical Melodies Mode. And I could have actually used a colon there to introduce that feature. So, I have introduced the name of the feature, along with, I've also said that there's lots of features, because I don't want them to stop reading just when they've read about Magical Melodies Mode. So let's read it back. The Skip Max 2000 has many exciting features, including our customers' favourite, Magic Melodies Mode. Okay, step number 2. What is it, or what does it do, really? Hopefully, the reader can infer from the word melodies that it's something to do with music. However, not all readers will be aware. Now, I know that I'm working on cohesion today, so I need to link my idea back to the previous paragraph. I've just said about, I'm not going to start and say it straight away. I want the reader to be clear. I'm talking about the feature. So I'm going to say this fantastic feature. I'm not going to say exciting again, because that would be repetitive and that wouldn't allow it to be cohesive. So I'm going to say this fantastic feature. What will it do? Let me think. I need to really make sure my explanation is clear. In my plan, I said that it would play a song either when the child was skipping or after the child has skipped. I think I'm going to go for when the child is skipping. So I'm going to say this fantastic feature will, and I've used the modal verb will because I want the reader to know it will definitely do that, not might or may or would, will. I'm being really clear. Will play a song of your child's choice, and I've used an apostrophe on child's because the choice belongs to the child. This fantastic feature will play a song of your child's choice. I want to use a conjunction here to extend my sentence because conjunctions are another way of keeping our writing cohesive. When will it play the child a song of your child's choice? Perhaps while there is short. There, the contracted version of there is they are. So I'm using this one, T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E, while they're completing. I'm going to say their daily workout. There, this time I'm using this there because it belongs to them. Their daily workout. Or you could say whilst they're skipping, but I want to make sure that I'm not repeating the word skipping the whole way through. So let me see. This fantastic feature, I'm using this because I've already talked about it, so I'm linking my ideas. This fantastic feature will play a song of your child's choice while they're completing their daily workout. Now, you don't have to use daily workout there if you haven't really promoted exercise in the first paragraph, okay? Or whilst they're using their skipping rope, you might say, or whilst they're out to play. And step number 3 then, in fact, have I included enough detail? This fantastic feature will play a song of your child's choice while they're completing their daily workout. Yep, I think I have. It's really clear what my feature will offer. We'll play a song of your child's choice when they're skipping. Or if you wanted, you could say after they've achieved a certain number of steps, or after they've achieved a certain number of skips, or at the end of every time they skip for 5 minutes. It's up to you. Use a conjunction there to explain when the song will play, if you've chosen this feature. But of course, if your feature is a glow-in-the-dark feature, if that's the one you're going first, this fantastic feature will allow your rope, or this mode, if you've said glow-in-the-dark mode, will allow your mode to light up as soon as the sun goes down. The rope will light up in at least 4 different colours. I probably wouldn't say light up again actually, because I want to be cohesive. Or the rope will change colours as many times as your child wants when they press the button underneath the handle. So be very clear what it does. This one is quite a basic one actually, so I'm sure you will have more advanced features than this perhaps. Or if it's a well done message, you might say, this fantastic feature will congratulate your child every time they reach their target. Step number 3 then. What benefit is, I'm just going to write the word benefit. Benefit means what is the advantage of this feature? Why should parents care about this feature? Parents might think, music, that'll be really loud, that's a little bit off-putting. You really need to sell it. Why is this a good feature of the Skip Max 2000? What's the benefit for the child? Okay, I'm going to say, the benefit is, I'm going to start by saying, your child, or should I say this feature will? I've already said this feature will, so I'm not going to repeat that phrase. I'm going to say your child will love this feature. Your child will love this feature as it will keep their energy levels high. As, it isn't quite clear, I'm going to say as the music. As the music will keep their energy levels high. Energy levels high. Their energy levels high. And motivate them to keep skipping. Or you might actually say, your child will love this feature as it allows them to sing along to their favourite tunes. I'm going to write a second example there in red. Your child will love this feature. Love this feature as it allows them to sing along to their favourite tunes. And I'm being really careful not to say the word music. So their favourite tunes, and I think I need to use a conjunction here. I don't just want to say one thing, so why would I like music? So it allows me to sing along, and it will probably distract them from tiredness maybe. Your child will love this feature as it allows them to sing along to their favourite tunes and forget about having to work hard. Forget about having to do exercise. Or actually, it will allow them even better. I'm going to change that. They will be able to sing along to their favourite tunes, semicolon perhaps, or a dash I could use there to add on a link clause. They'll barely even realise they're doing exercise at all. They'll barely even realise they're doing exercise. That's short for they're doing exercise at all. And I'm going to put an exclamation mark at the end of that because it's really informal, chatty style. Okay, let's read it through. We're just focusing on one feature today and making that really clear. And remember, I'd love to see some examples of cohesion in your work. So that's conjunctions, adverbials, pronouns, linking phrases, and making sure we're not repeating the words skipping all the time. Okay, let's see then, have I sold this feature? Is it A, clear, and B, persuasive enough? The Skipmax 2000 has many exciting features, including our customer's favourite. I'm going to definitely pink this phrase because already this is really persuasive. You've told the reader everyone loves this one, so the reader will think, oh, this must be a really good one before you've even started to describe it. Including our customer's favourite, Magical Melodies mode. This fantastic feature, alliteration, will play a song of your child's choice while they're completing their daily workout. Will play a song of your child's choice while they're completing their daily workout. I'm not sure that's clear enough that they will play a song absolutely every time they skip. So you could change it to every single time they skip. That's not realistic either though. Have a think and see. While they're completing their daily workout, you might say each time they complete a daily workout, or if they achieve their targets. Or we'll play a song of your child's choice as directed by you. Maybe you'll give the parents control, although as directed by you is probably a little bit too formal. So let's check that. This fantastic feature will play a song of your child's choice while they're completing their daily workout. Looking out to see that children really get their theirs and theirs correct this time around. We practiced a lot of that in the last 2 weeks, so hopefully you will remember. And what's the benefit? Your child will love this feature as the music will keep their energy levels high and motivate to keep skipping, motivate them. I'm not going to repeat your child again. I can use the pronoun them and motivate them to keep skipping. Or an alternative ending I wrote was, your child will love this feature as it allows them to sing along to their favourite tunes, dash or semicolon. They'll barely even realise it. They're doing any exercise at all. Or if you wanted to at the end, you could say, this feature will, or this feature is popular because. What benefit? Okay, 3 steps. Introduce the feature, make it really clear. What does it do? And how does it work? How does it work? I know some of you you can access your features when you press a button, for example. How does it work? It won't be glowing in the dark and playing songs all of the time, so you need to make that clear, otherwise the parents will think it's very annoying. And what is the benefit of it? That's our steps for today. Please get that work on Seesaw. And before I go, it's time to give you my second word, which is going to be watermelon. A new fruit. Well, it's not a new fruit, but I've been trying to eat more watermelon lately actually, so that's my word of the day for the secret mission. Now, Have a great day, everybody. Well done for listening right through. I can see the progress you're making in your writing, and I'm so thrilled. A, because I love writing, and B, because I love getting you ready for secondary school. So I can't wait to see all those pieces up on Seesaw and see which features that I'm really attracted to. Have a great rest of the day. Bye.